Welcome to American Auto Trend. The 2026 BMW M3 may be the most contentious M3 in years, so it's not just another upgrade. BMW is making big claims with a striking new design, a significant performance boost, and a price tag that may surprise you. However, if you're considering purchasing one, there are three typical errors that could cost you thousands of dollars or make you regret your decision as soon as you pull off the lot. With the 2026 M3, what is truly new? What is overhyped? And how can one avoid getting burned? Let's dissect it. The BMW M3 has always been a benchmark, not just a car. For many years, aficionados have used it as the benchmark for performance sedans. BMW is now pushing the envelope once more with the 2026 model. The arrival of this new M3 coincides with rapid changes in the US market. Performance is important to drivers, but they also want modern technology, comfort for daily use, and fuel economy, or, in BMW's case, an electric advantage. The 2026 M3 is therefore built to compete in a market where Tesla, Mercedes-AMG, and even Cadillac are setting the standard, not only to bring speed. On the surface, it's more forceful, bold, and crisp than ever before. The details are debatable, but it's instantly recognized. BMW promises an interior that combines luxury and simplicity for the driver, together with technology that might turn even infrequent commuters into expert drivers. Furthermore, things get extremely intriguing under the hood. The problem is that not all glitzy upgrades and features are worth the money. In fact, your ideal M3 might become a pricey error if you make the incorrect trim, option, or timing choices. Because of this video focuses on what you should know before making a deposit rather than just what's new. To determine whether the 2026 BMW M3 merits a place in your garage, let's examine the design, performance, technology, and yes, the 3 blunders every bear should avoid. Let's now discuss what makes the 2026 BMW M3 so striking. Initial thoughts: performance is shouted by this car rather than whispered. BMW's large kidney grills on the front fascia are bold and sophisticated enough to appear powerful without being comical. It has an attitude that proclaims, "I own this road," thanks to its sharper headlamps and sculpted body lines. Wider fenders and sleek aerodynamics, subtle but effective, will be visible if you move to the side. This M3 looks fast, standing motionless, just as BMW intended, since, let's face it, part of owning an M3 is making a statement. Many buyers place a high value on that immediate curb appeal. It's even more fascinating inside. BMW seems to have finally found the ideal balance between sport and luxury in the cabin. Although you get high-end materials like brushed aluminum, carbon fiber, and Alcantara, nothing seems excessive. The enormous curved display spans the dash. The steering wheel is accurate and substantial, and the driver's seat is tight. With faster reactions and crisper visuals, the infotainment system is easier to use than before. It even incorporates brand new AI-powered driving aids, which might revolutionize everyday journeys. Naturally, however, the M3's engine is its heart. BMW provides a well over 500 horsepower turbocharged inline-six with either rear-wheel drive for purists or xDrive all-wheel drive for those who desire the most grip. It can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in roughly 3 seconds, which puts it in supercar territory. BMW claims that it will still handle like an M3 should, which is accurate, well-balanced, and exhilarating in turns. The M3's primary selling point isn't fuel efficiency, although BMW is improving in this area as well. Mild hybrid technology improves efficiency without compromising performance. It's a minor detail, but in the current American market, where consumers value both excitement and accountability, it counts. Additionally, safety tech has advanced. Blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise control, and lane keeping assistance are all included as standard features. However, BMW's capacity to drive itself somewhat autonomously is what really makes it stand out. Although it isn't completely autonomous, it is made to make lengthy highway drives easier by providing you with control when you need it and comfort when you want it. Now, let's speak about pricing. BMW hasn't disclosed all the details yet, but preliminary projections indicate that the base model will cost around $80,000, with higher trims going well into six figures when performance packages and luxury extras are included. This is when the situation becomes complex, because even while the M3 has amazing performance, technology, and prestige, the incorrect setup or even purchasing it too soon could result in the very issues we'll discuss in a moment. The key question, therefore, becomes, is the 2026 M3 truly worth the higher price, or are there other options in the lineup? Stay tuned, as we will now discuss the advantages, disadvantages, and three major blunders that every bear should be aware of before making a purchase. This is the point at which reality sets in. With more than 500 horsepower, almost instantaneous acceleration, a technologically advanced cabin, and the grandeur of the renowned M label, the 2026 BMW M3 seems like a dream car on paper. However, the reality sets in when you really get behind the wheel. The quickening, brutal. The M3 shoots ahead like it was fired from a cannon when you tap the throttle. The cabin is filled with the powerful, raw, and distinctively M sound of the turbocharged inline six. It actually feels faster than some fancy vehicles that cost twice as much. The chassis is precisely balanced, and the steering is incredibly crisp around turns. It's one of those cars that makes even an ordinary driver feel like a pro on the track. Then, however, reality settles in. That starting price is more than $80,000. It climbs swiftly. A six-figure expense appears when you add carbon ceramic brakes, xDrive, and the competition package. The worst part is that not all trim levels seem to offer the same value. While certain models are well worth the money, others may make you wonder if you would have been better off waiting for a competitor, or perhaps looking at an old M5. Then there's the element of comfort. The M3 is exciting to drive every day, but it's not easy. Although the technology is sophisticated, it can initially feel a little overpowering. The suspension is rigid and the road noise is audible. Not everyone is a good fit for this car. This is the pivotal moment. There is no denying that the 2026 M3 offers incredible performance. However, you risk making one of the three most significant mistakes that M3 customers regret if you don't know which version to purchase, which extras to forego, and which traps to avoid. And that's precisely what we're dissecting next. Share your thoughts in the comments below. This is just the start of the conversation, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow auto enthusiasts.